Marco's got 8 points in 8 games. The guy is a pure sniper. Point per game. Can someone say Art Ross? Brian says, sign Tanner Glass. You know what, Brian? That's it. Your assistant GM privileges, they've been revoked. Bring in your badge, you're stripped, you're gone, see you later. Not happening. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to episode number 3 of your Ottawa Senators franchise mode. Now, I almost said Seattle Storm Bears there. And for everyone asking, there is a Seattle Storm Bears video coming out. We're going to do a nice little wrap-up video, so stay tuned for that. But as of right now, Ottawa Senators. So we started off the year, we're 11, 12, and 3. We're 5-3-2 in our last 10. We're currently sit 5th in the Atlantic. Now, it's still a little bit early. It's only December 1st, so there's still lots of time, but I don't think we're going to be a bottom feeder. I think we're going to be middle of the road. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs, but I don't think we're going to give Colorado that first overall pick because I don't think we're going to be that bad. I think since we hired Daniel Alfredson, that really sparked everyone up. That really gave us a nice little jolt. We've been playing a lot better hockey of late. Our team's looking all right. I mean, we got some bright spots here, especially Colin White. I'm super happy that we called him up. He's got 12 goals in his first 26 games. I'm pretty pumped on that. We got a comment to go over here from Connor Emery. He says, get the first round puck for CC. Obviously, he means first round pick. He goes on to say that is honestly a lot for him no matter where they are in the standings. Also, don't trade Duchesne, not worth it at all. If you do, you're going to go full tank, and that gives the Avalanche Hughes. Obviously, being that pick that they have, that's ours, obviously, which sucks. I really wish we had that, but I agree with you. I don't think I'm going to trade Matt Duchesne right now anyways. He's got 20 points in 26 games on our team. That's pretty damn good for a struggling team. I think he's doing just fine. Obviously, aside from Stone, Bobby Ryan isn't really the typical first-line winger, but you know what? 16 points in 26 games, it's really not that bad. He also goes on to say, you should not play MacArthur. He will never play again in real life. That's true, so we've sent him down to the AHL. He is scratched in the American Hockey League. He's never playing ever again. It's all over. We got to eat up that contract of $4.8 million for the next 2 years. Obviously, there's no such thing as LTIR in this game, unfortunately, so we had to call up Paul Carey for the third line. Now, I was thinking maybe put Puljujarvi there, but really it doesn't matter. Looking at it here, he is a fourth line forward, so we'll go ahead and throw him on the fourth line. I think Puljujarvi's still a fourth liner, but I believe he does have a bit more offensive upside, even though he doesn't have a goal yet this year, so maybe playing with Marian Gaborik and Colin White is going to help him out. Now, kind of piggybacking Connor's comment here, we got CJ Fraser says, take as many firsts as possible, even if you have to get rid of Duchesne. Now, I think that everyone's telling me to get rid of that first for Cody Ceci. I think that's kind of the move, but that does take a big hit on our defensive core. Then we have to call up Gabe from the office, and then we have to call up probably Harper. So, I mean, probably the right move to get a first for Cody Ceci. It's just kind of going to hurt our lineup a little bit. So I'm going to wait a little while before I make the trade. I want to wait maybe another month. We'll see what we can get if there's a better trade offer that comes with us. I know the trade was obviously, I think it was Cody Ceci and 2/3 for Winnipeg's first and their fourth. I believe that's the trade. So let me go ahead and stack up the surplus and the wants. Let's get some trade offers going on here. So let me do that, and then we'll get some simulation done. You know, it's not an easy job being a water boy. So we've got a lot of people signing up to be the water boy's assistant, the assistant to the water boy's assistant, the assistant of that assistant. So it's good to see you guys are helping each other out in the comments. I like that. So I'm thinking we're going to go up to the new year, all right? January 1st. That's going to be when we have to make the decision about Cody Ceci. But since we turned on the trade block, I think we're going to get a decent amount of offers right out the gate. And there you go. You get one right away. It's a first for next year, a 2019 second for this year, and a prospect. So again, I'm not super interested in dealing Matt Duchesne, but if there is an offer that like blows me away, LA, I might have to think about it. But as of right now, I want Matt Duchene on this hockey club. So we started off with a big loss there, going up against the Habs. A loss again, right before my birthday too on the 5th. Come on, guys, you lose against Montreal. Let's see if you can redeem yourself here. Give me a nice late birthday present. My birthday was on the 5th. Let's see if you can beat the Montreal Canadiens. They actually just traded Max Pacioretty in real life. What a crazy deal that was. Let's go. First period, we're at home, and it's a 1-1 game. Joel Armia and Ryan Dzingel. Period number 2. Looks like we got the lead, and who else but Colin freaking White, the rookie. There you go. This guy's been killing it. I think he's 1 or 2 in rookie scoring. I think he's tied with Casey Middlestat last time we checked. Go to the third period here, and okay, there you go. They get 1, but Ryan Dzingel gets the game winner. 3-2. That's a late birthday present. Thanks, boys. Okay, we got a trade here. So a 3rd and a 5th for Tom Pyatt. That seems like a pretty good deal. Tom Pyatt's just a good grinder for us. A 3rd and a 5th for Tom Pyatt. I mean, he's one of our better grinders. I mean, if it was like a 5th and a 6th, I'd probably say no. But a 3rd and a 5th, that seems like a pretty good deal. Who could we call up from the minors? We could call up a guy like Sexton, who's, I guess, 70 overall, so we're really taking a hit there. We're not going to call up Brady Tkachuk. Paul Carey we just called up. So maybe there's someone in free agency. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to reject it, but I'm going to come back to it because I want to see in free agency if there's a guy that we can sign that would replace Tom Pyatt, and then we can just get pretty much a 3rd and a 5th for free. So I'm looking here, and I think I'm going to give a contract to Thomas Jurco. He's 25 years old. He does still have a little bit of potential left, whatever's there. I mean, 25 is pretty much done at this point, but I'd rather give a young guy a shot than a guy like Joel Ward, who obviously would not want to sign with us in real life, so there's no point in really getting a guy like Joel Ward. But I think giving a contract to Thomas Jurco would be the right idea. We're dropping a few overalls, obviously. Pyatt's a 79 and Jurco's only the 76, but you know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead, give him a contract. There you go. I'll get back to you in a few days. I'm expecting a few other offers. I highly doubt that, Thomas Jurco. I highly doubt that. So let's go ahead. Once he signs, we'll go back to LA and maybe we'll pull the trigger on that move. I mean, a 3rd and a 5th, I feel like that's a pretty damn good deal after a big 5-2 victory there. Up against Nashville, it looks like they're kind of struggling. Okay, so it looks like I have to trade Pyatt and then go ahead and sign Jurco. Fine, that's fair. Let's go do that. 6-0 win. We're on a roll. So let me see if I can sweeten the pot a little bit here. They wanted to give us a 2020 3rd and a 2020 5th. How would I take a 2019 3rd and a 2020 4th? Will that go through? Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. So we called up Clark MacArthur. Obviously, we're going to have to send him down after we go ahead and we give a contract to Thomas Jurco. Thank you for the pretty much free picks. That was awesome. I'll take that deal any day of the week. All right, so now we can officially sign Thomas Jurco. I think he shouldn't take more than 1 or 2 days. Maybe he'll sign before the Detroit game. Maybe, potentially. Come on. Ooh, there's a big deal here. Okay, so Cody Ceci, a 3rd, a 4th, and a Borowicki, who is our tough guy defenseman, for Logan Stanley, who is a minor depth defenseman. He's a medium top 4, and it is pretty accurate. So he's a prospect defenseman, 6'6", 227. He's a big boy. He's a defensive defenseman, former 1st round pick, and we also get Braden Lemieux. So we don't get a decent pick back, but we get, I mean, potential NHL players, but we're also giving up a 3rd, a 4th, and a roster defenseman. I think I'd rather the pick, but it looks like they really do want Cody Ceci, but I wouldn't mind getting a defensive prospect back. So that's good to know that they're willing to part ways with those 2 guys. I'm going to reject it right now. That's the 2nd time that Winnipeg has come at us with an offer for Cody Ceci. So that's good to know that they're pretty interested, and Thomas Jurco is good to go. Let me do up the lines here. As we've won 3 straight, beating the Detroit Red Wings, we are now almost a 500 team. All right, so here we go. Gaborik, White, and Thomas Jurco. There's our newly acquired free agent. There you go. I'm cool with that. I think that we obviously had to make that deal. Basically free picks for a player I wasn't super attached to. And I mean, we can kind of get the same production from Zach Smith, who we already have, who is, I think, better than Tom Pyatt. So I think that was a no-brainer. I hope you guys agree with me there. Now, I got to mention, for some reason, I don't know why or how I came up with this, I was calling Jean-Gabriel Pageau JP Pageau, and I don't know why. I don't have any idea on where that name came from. JP, honestly, I do not even know. His name is Jean-Gabriel Pageau. You guys obviously let me know in the comments. That's not how his name is pronounced. It's not even his name, JP Pageau. I have no idea where I came up with that. We've been winning a couple of hockey games here as we get another deal. Colin White, okay, come on. Come on. Come on, New York. Let's just talk about this. How is this a good deal for anybody? Oh boy, not good, not good. Another win, there you go, it's 4 straight. And of course we lose against Nashville, the team we beat 6-0 a little under a week ago. We lose 2-1. And we're back to our losing ways, perfect. Looks like the boys down there in Belleville are doing great, 29-5. Looks like the Flames want to bring the Tkachuk brothers together. They want Brady Tkachuk for Michael Backlund, who I wouldn't mind getting. He would automatically become our second best center. Obviously, he's pretty good, and TJ Brodie would probably be our second best defenseman. He's damn good as well, but obviously they want to get Cody Ceci and Brady Tkachuk, who's having a stellar rookie campaign down here in Belleville. I really don't want to part ways with Brady Tkachuk, especially for a 29-year-old center and a 28-year-old aging top 4 defenseman. They're great right now, but honestly that's a lot to pay for players who don't really add up to Brady Tkachuk's value. Got a few more days here before we got to make a decision about Cody Ceci. That's a couple of big wins there. We won against the Washington Capitals 5-2 and then 5-1 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So up against the Canucks here, we'll get the last game done before we probably will shop around Cody Ceci a little bit here. Let's go ahead and slow sim the game against the Canucks to see how they're doing. 23-16-3. Ottawa and Vancouver rarely get to play each other, so let's make something out of it here. First period, and we're up by 1. It's Thomas Jurko. There you go. Greatest free agent signing of all time. Period number 2. All right, we're up again. Thomas Jurko. Can he go for the Hattie in the 3rd? No, he gets the only 2 goals of the hockey game, and we get a shutout, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Craig Anderson stopping 24 pucks. Thomas Jurko with 2 goals. That's awesome. Let's see how he's doing, actually. He hasn't played that many games, but I hope those aren't his only 2 goals. They're also going to be hyping him up a little bit too much here. So January 1st rolls around. It's a brand new year, and I think we're going to start it off with a trade, and I think it's going to be Cody Ceci. But right off the bat, it looks like Matt Duchene and Mark Stone are carrying the load. That's good news. Ryan Dzingel with 15 goals. Colin White with 15 goals. That's awesome. I don't think he's grown in overall. I think he's always been 77 overall, but I mean, as a rookie to come in and put up 15 goals in your first 40 games, that's pretty impressive. Erik Karlsson is starting to play a lot better. Obviously, he doesn't have a whole lot to work with, but he's doing his best there. Wouldn't mind him to be more up in this area, closer to 30 points, but it's all good. I'm not going to worry about it. He doesn't have a lot to work with. Bobby Ryan, 25 points. Bodker's got 24, that's good. Jean-Gabriel Pageau, he's got 24. Marian Gaborik. Thomas Chabot's got 10. Thomas Jurko's got 8 points in 8 games. The guy is a pure sniper. Point per game. Can someone say Art Ross? Hart Trophy. Ted Lindsay going to Thomas Jurko. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. +6, that's awesome. He's got 4 goals on 12 shots, so that's just been pure luck. Cody Franzen's got 8 points. I'm not too worried about my defensemen for scoring. I just kind of want them to be plus players. Franzen's not, but he's pretty damn close. Thomas Chabot's a +2. Cody Ceci really hasn't done anything. I mean, I just said I wasn't concerned about points, but not even an assist, and you're getting top 4 minutes? Come on, bro. I think it's time to ship out Cody Ceci. I don't think anyone's going to be super upset if we say goodbye to a player like Cody Ceci, so I think we should pull the trigger on that. Craig Anderson's 14-10 with 2 shutouts, and Condon is 6-6-3 with 1 shutout of his own. Let's have a quick look around the National Hockey League here. So Matt Murray, Connor Hellebuck, Andrei Vasilevsky. You kind of all knew that these 3 guys were going to be up there. Rookie skaters, see how Colin White's doing. I think he's he's number 2, but only 2 points behind Svechnikov. So Svechnikov's played a few less games, but it looks like it's going to be the Svechnikov and Colin White battle. Looks like Casey Middlestad's kind of out of it. Ryan Donato's not really close. And here's Rasmus Dahlin, actually. 82 overall, so I guess, I think we scouted him at the start of this, actually, so it looks like everything is pretty much bang on. He's got 10 points in 40 games. He's a +2. It's not bad. Now let's have a look at everyone else around the NHL. Connor McDavid, is he up here? He's not even in the top 10. Wow. Okay, so a lot of players are over a point per game, but Evgeny Malkin is just crushing it right now. 57 points in 40 games, 33 goals in 40 games. That's ridiculous. David Pasternak doing great. Patrice Bergeron, so that line's doing awesome. You should see Marchand. There he is. That has to be the best line in hockey right now. Mikko Rantanen over a point per game, so a lot of players are putting up a lot of numbers, including my man Brock Besser. But I'm looking for any sort of sign of Crosby, Ovechkin, McDavid. So McDavid's right there, 38 points in 40 games. Skinner's got 38. Horvat's got 38. Horvat is pretty much Connor McDavid. Crosby's got 38 in 40. It's not like they're doing bad. It's just a lot of players are putting up a lot of points. But Evgeny Malkin is just on an entire different level right now. He is killing it. So we are actually in a playoff position. Believe it or not, we are technically in the playoffs. 19, 16, and 6. Okay, so we are in a playoff position, all right? So it looks like Colorado, so they're not in the basement. They're definitely in a playoff position. So they could have their first-round pick and our first-round pick, and they might not even be in the top 10, depending on if we continue to play as good as we are right now. We had a pretty good December, and we're starting off January with 2 straight wins on a 3-game streak. So I think still trading Cody Ceci is the best option, and I really don't mind getting a first because it looks like they want to give it up. If I can get it for this year, that would be awesome. I really don't want a first for next year because we already have that. I think we have a few more picks for next year as well. So we now have 2/3 from Pittsburgh and Los Angeles. We have our 2nd-round pick, and for next year, we actually have a 5th from Winnipeg, and we also have a 7th. So we have a lot of picks this year. But for next year, we have Columbus's 3rd, as well as our 3rd, and Los Angeles's 4th. So, I mean, we got a lot of picks in the next upcoming couple of drafts, which is awesome. Now, if we could get a first straight up for Cody Ceci, that would be great. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think we should make this move. It is going to hurt our team a lot, but that's not to say I won't be able to go in free agency or maybe shop around a little bit for another defenseman. But let's see what Winnipeg has just for fun. So their top 6 is going to look like Bufflin, Trouba, Morrissey, Myers, and then, yeah, so they are kind of hurting for that guy. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a guy like Joe Morrow, though. If I could just get Joe Morrow in this deal, that would be awesome. Obviously, I'm going to have to add something. They're not playing him, but he will be a NHL defenseman on our team. I don't really want to mess up our AHL team because they seem to be playing really, really well. So obviously, I'm going to have to add to this, but if we can get a guy like Joe Morrow, again, kind of just another throwaway player, kind of like Cody Franzen, let's see what we would have to add to make this trade go through. But again, I don't really know how the AI is going to respond to this. So will this go through a 4th, a 6th, and Cody Ceci for a 1st in Joe Morrow? Trade rejected. Okay, so let's make it a 3rd and a 6th. I think they wanted a 3rd and a 5th last time. So let's see that. Obviously, adding Joe Morrow into this kind of throws a bit of a curveball, but a 3rd, a 6th, and Cody Ceci for a 1st in Joe Morrow. Trade rejected. Okay, so maybe it'll have to be a 5th. So I tried a few different things. They really didn't seem to like what I was throwing at them. I was trying a few different draft picks here. They didn't want a 4th and a 5th and a 6th. So let's just try 2/3. That's probably going to be the max I'm going to pay. That should go through. Trade rejected, really? Wow. Okay. So the original trade was just Cody Ceci and a 3rd for their 2019 first. So Maybe it's because it was our 3rd round pick in 2020 and not Columbus's. I'm just going back and checking it out, but Columbus's has more value. So I'll offer exactly what they offered me. Will that go through? Trade rejected. So they've obviously changed their mind a little bit on what they want with this deal. I tried 2/3 and that didn't go through. Yeah, if I could go back, I just would have accepted that. So now it looks like they want a little bit more. A 3rd, a 4th, and a 7th. Trade rejected. You know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to stay put right now because they offered me that about a month ago. Now let's do one more month of simulation and maybe they'll come back at us with that exact same offer. Because actually maybe we'll go all the way up to the trade deadline in this video. You know what? Let's make it a big episode here. Stop the video, go get a snack. Let's go ahead and let's get some damn simulation done. Logan Brown for Taylor Radish. That's a big trade. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm having fun right now. Let's see. Taylor Radish. He is a 70 overall medium scorer. Obviously, we know he gets pretty damn good. He's a 2nd round pick. What a steal by Tampa. He's obviously playing in the AHL. He's very passionate about winning, can be emotional at times. I don't really want to part ways with Logan Brown because Brown is so close to the NHL, and I think Taylor Radish is maybe 1 or 2 years away where Logan Brown could potentially play next year, and he is listed as a 4th liner, so for sure he's going to play next year. I'm going to say no to that one. Now, I could have made that trade where I sent 2/3 to the Winnipeg Jets, but they offered me the exact same trade, but just for 1/3, so I'm going to see if they'll counter maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe closer to the trade deadline. So we got Cody Ceci and Franzen. So we bring back Jason Spezza to Ottawa for a 3rd and a 4th. I feel like I can get more. Maybe Cody Ceci's value really dropped because he's been playing so poorly. Maybe it's just that. I don't know really. But let's go here. Battle of the rookies in Carolina. We got Svechnikov versus Colin White. Let's go. Period number 1. I want to see some rookie scoring, and it's a 1-1 game. We got Zach Smith and Sebastian Aho. All right, it's a 1-1 game going into the 2nd. Still 1-1 going into the 3rd. All right, going into overtime. Maybe a shootout. Yeah, we're going to a shootout. Let's go. Here we go. Our captain, Erik Karlsson, one-on-one with Scott Darling. Oh, tries to go over at the pad there, and Scott Darling sticks out the toe. And Craig Anderson also says no after he sits Teravainen down. Here comes Mark Stone. He's been playing great this year. Scott Darling, what the hell? Oh, what? How did that go in? He made clear contact with the goalie. Hold on. We'll watch this Aho shot in a second here, but how does this count? Like, what a weird angle to shoot from. Like, he shoots, and then it looks like it just gets, looks like it kind of rides up his stick, and then Stone runs into him, and then it just goes in. Maybe it's because he kicked it in, but I feel like he was only falling because he got hit by Stone. I don't think that should have been a goal. I don't know. Anyways, here comes Sebastian Aho, and all right, he puts it wide, so we can win the game here with this shot from Matt Duchene. Far side's open. Oh my God, you saw the blocker side open all day. All right, Anderson, you save this, we win the game. Come on, Craig. There you go. There's a big stop. That's a little bit controversial. If I was Carolina, I'd be kind of pissed. So nothing happened in the battle of rookies, unfortunately, but we've beat Carolina twice in a little over a week. So Mark Stone for Timothy Liljegren. Okay, so we got a couple of big names in play here. So I'm really not interested in dealing Mark Stone because I would like to get him re-signed. But Timothy Liljegren is damn good, and he's medium elite. I'm pretty sure he's with the Marlies. Yeah, he is. 11 points in 40 games. Having a pretty good sophomore professional campaign there down in the AHL, but Mark Stone is a huge price to pay for that, so I'm going to say no. I mean, could you imagine the Leafs with Mark Stone? They're already a sick team, 26-14. That would just be a little bit overkill. But talk about a sick team. We are killing it right now. 24-18-7. Johnny Tyconic for Ryan Kessler. That's a big no-no. The wins keep coming. 25-18-7. Man, maybe we shouldn't move Cody Ceci. Wow, we're doing damn good. Looks like Ottawa really wants Logan Brown, but I'm not really interested, so I'm going to say no. But we're doing very, very well. Logan Brown and Johnny Tyconic and a second, that's just a lot to pay for two players who really aren't worth it. Calgary, come on, give your head a shake. If we beat Pittsburgh here, oh my God. Logan Brown for Jordan Staal. Okay, the trades are coming. We're winning games like no tomorrow. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. How am I not going to take this trade? Jeff Skinner for Ryan Dzingel, pretty much. Because Michael... Oh, my God. What? Of course I'm going to take this trade. Are you serious? Ryan Dzingel. I mean, Dzingel's good. Don't get me wrong. Dzingel's good. That's hard, actually. Dzingel's got 36 points. He's a really good second-line center. But it's Jeff Skinner. All right? Damn, okay, this is something I didn't really expect. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I think this is a no-brainer. We get a giant contract off the books, but that's two roster players that are gone. And I mean, Bodker's not having a terrible campaign either. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go up to a few days before the trade deadline. You guys know some trades that have been offered to us. The Logan Stanley one, especially this one with Jeff Skinner. But then again, there's the question mark whether he'll re-sign. But, I mean, he's a first liner on this team in a minute. That would give us a legitimate first line with Skinner, Stone, and Matt Duchene. And if, I mean, we're playing the way we are, we're a playoff team right now. And we're doing pretty damn good. So I'm going to temporarily reject this. I want to get your guys' opinion. That's why I'm going to stop before the trade deadline. But remember that trade because that's something that we could potentially do. Okay, so we lose out on two NHL roster defensemen and we give up a third to get a second in Braden Lemieux. I'm going to say no to that. I can't really get rid of Gabe from the office that quickly. But wow, that Jeff Skinner deal, that's something that I think I might be pretty interested in. But let's go here up against Toronto. They wanted to acquire Mark Stone. Let's see if Stone can plot a couple here on the Leafs. First period, we're down by 1. Marner and John Tavares. John Gabriel Pajot, not JP. He gets us on the score sheet. It's 2-1, and we explode in the third period. Dzingel, he gets one. Carlson gets another, and Puljujarvi gets one more, making it 4-3, and we double up on them. Dzingel and my man, Thomas Yurko. There you go. Boys, we are a legitimate team right now. I think we're 28-15. Like, we're a legitimate playoff hockey team right now, and I don't know how this happened. Maybe we should just not make any moves at all. Like, where are we in the standings right now? We're 28-18-7. We got to be, like, top 3. So it is actually a pretty tight race. You can see Montreal and the Bruins are only a couple points behind us. That was a huge win, by the way. We're now 1 win away from catching Toronto. I mean, Tampa's kind of out of reach, but I mean, wow, I'm very surprised, very impressed. Ever since we hired Daniel Alfredsson, it's really been nothing but positivity for this hockey club, which is kind of crazy. And we got some big things to work with. So a first and Arbamov. Now I know his name isn't Arbamov, but if you guys have watched previous GM modes of mine, you'll know he's kind of a meme. So we know we can get a first for Stone, which I don't want. Now, since we're playing good, should I try, okay, Brian Boyle and Bod. So we're basically getting rid of 2 massive contracts for Brian Boyle. Again, I feel like you have to do this. Oh my God. So Brian Boyle is a really good third liner, which we have a ton of. Mikhail Bodker's actually having a pretty decent campaign. So again, this is going to be one of those trades where I'm going to temporarily decline it. Getting almost $9 million off the books here for pretty much nothing. I mean, these trades are almost too good to say no to, but I'm going to temporarily say no because I got to get your guys' feedback here. Oh my God, the trades are real right now. Logan Brown and Cody Ceci, pretty much for Mats Zuccarello. I'm going to say no. I really hope we don't go on a big old losing streak here because, I mean, now, oh, look at this trade. Dzingel for Bode, and we get Nathan Beaulieu, who's a pretty good defenseman. Oh my God, these trades right now, they're stressing me out. I mean, Dzingel's playing on the wing anyways, but he is having a really good year. He's got 40 points in 55 games, where Jeff Skinner, he's got, I mean, 47 points in 55. So you are getting a bit of a better player, overall-wise, for sure. But we are giving up. I mean, we're not really giving up anything. We're winning in all these moves. We're 100% winning here, absolutely. This is a trade I might just say yes to right now. But I think it would be better if I did it all in one swing, because I don't want to make this deal now, then we have to call someone up from the minors. I'd rather make 2 or 3 trades right away, and then we can kind of have our entire roster set. Because if I make this trade right now, we're out a roster spot. So I don't really want to have that happen right now. So again, this is another trade that you guys can put some thought into, but I think acquiring Jeff Skinner is really the best move here. So Cody Ceci for Gustav Nyquist. Oh my God, the trades keep coming. Okay, Gustav Nyquist is what, 83 overall, having a pretty good year, 40 points in 56 games. They want to give it straight up for Cody Ceci pretty much. And then Bodker is just kind of a player that's thrown in there. So again, another trade you can think about. Cody Ceci for a second, Lemieux and a fifth. Okay, that's another one to think about. We just lost 8-2, my God. So Winnipeg really wants Cody Ceci. They really, really do. Okay, so 2 straight losses. We've lost 3 of our last 4 hockey games. Come on, let's pick it up a little bit. I think I'm going to stop on March 1st, or I'm going to stop here. March 1st is where I'm going to stop. We've been losing a few games here. Hopefully we can beat Winnipeg. That would be huge. Hopefully we can win. There you go. That's a big win, 3-2. Jordan Kyrou and a second for Logan Brown. Okay, Jordan Kyrou. I know he's good. He's really, really good. But I don't want to trade Logan Brown. I'm good. I'm not trading Logan Brown. He's off the market. It's done. Matt Duchene for a first, a prospect, and a second. All right. Okay. White and CC. White is untradeable at this point. No, thank you. We've lost quite a few games here. Now we're 30, 24, and 7. So just like that, you saw how quickly our wild card spot just ran away from us, which sucks. That's concerning. We were playing so well. Not the end of the world. I think if we make a couple of trades here, we really strengthen up our squad, I think we can really make something happen here. But I wouldn't mind getting a guy like Jeff Skinner. You know what, actually, we're here right now. I might as well get your guys' thoughts before I make any moves. So if you guys think, you know, we should make kind of everything go into one, if you think we should trade Cody Ceci and Ryan Dzingel to Buffalo, like, should we just do it all in one giant swing? I mean, we could get a guy like, obviously they aren't even playing, where is he? They aren't even playing Nathan Beaulieu, so they want to get rid of him. Any other players they want to get rid of? Anyone that kind of catches your guys' eye you can have a look at? Any picks potentially? They want to get rid of their late picks, so we could get maybe another third. Man, they have 3 firsts this year. That's awesome. So they can get rid of maybe some later picks. So if you guys can come up with some sort of trade that involves Jeff Skinner coming to our team and us giving up Ryan Dzingel with kind of what you've already seen, I would like to see what you guys come up with, because now that we are potentially going to be a playoff team, which again, I did not see coming, but here we are, almost a playoff team. So before we end off this video, let's have a look at not only our stats, but I want to also have a look at some players that were dealt over the course of the year. So some big moves: Marcus Johansson going to San Jose for a pick and a couple of prospects. Columbus gets Brian Boyle for Arbomov and a 7th. Michael Raffle, so he's on the move. He was rumored to go to us for a little while, but ends up in Vegas. Any other big trades here? So San Jose got Kevin Hayes for a first and a prospect. Wow, so the Winnipeg Jets, they decided not to go after Cody Ceci, so maybe they're out on the Cody Ceci front, because they just acquired Keith Yandel, a second, and Petrovic for Logan Stanley and a couple of prospects. All right. Detroit got a second, a prospect, and a third for Nyquist and Cronwall. So moving that Cronwall contract's nice. Bruins doing a couple things here. So they also acquired Anders Lee and Thomas Hickey for Jacob Zibral and a first. Damn, the Bruins are loading up. All right, so that's where I'm going to end off this video as we quickly check out our stats. We're 30, 27, and 4. Potentially a playoff team. Who the hell saw this coming? But Ryan Dzingel is our third leading scorer, but it's okay because we have a guy like Jean-Gabriel Pageau, who is pretty much Ryan Dzingel. They're the exact same age, pretty much the exact same player. So I don't mind parting ways with Dzingel if we can acquire a legitimate first liner to kind of take Bobby Ryan's spot. But I mean, Bobby Ryan's playing pretty good in his own right. So Matt Duchene, 41 points, slowing down a little bit, but I think getting a player like Jeff Skinner would really help him out. Colin White definitely slowed down. He had 16 goals last time we saw him, only 18 as of right now. Who else did I want to look at? Thomas Yurko, 15 points in 28 games. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here's everyone else, just in case you're wondering. Cody Ceci has 2 assists since we last checked in on him. All right. As for goalies, Craig Anderson has been playing unbelievable lately. He's the reason why we are in this potential playoff position, which is just crazy. Rookie scoring, I think. Okay, so we're still in it. We're definitely still in it, but we've slowed down a little bit. So hopefully Colin White can pick his scoring up a little bit here. Evgeny Malkin, just 75 points in 60 games. Whatever, not a big deal. I'm really hoping we can get back into the winning ways because it looked good here. We beat a really good team in Pittsburgh, beat a mediocre team in Detroit, beat a really good team in Toronto, lost to the Ducks, beat an exceptional team twice. And then we lose to teams like Carolina, teams like Detroit, teams like these guys who we really shouldn't be losing to. And we are, which is weird. So anyways, that's it. Let me know what we should do trade-wise. I think acquiring Jeff Skinner is a no-brainer. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in episode number 4.